Welcome to my channel. I'm going to do another requested reaction. This one is Dax's Self Proclaimed. I've never seen this video before, so this will all be new to me. But before we get into that, I have to thank each and every one of you for coming to my channel. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for liking them. Thank you for commenting on them. Thank you for sharing them. And thank you most of all to all the people that have subscribed to my channel. I'm amazed by the traffic. I'm amazed by the number of people that are following me. And I'm so thankful. You cannot even understand how thankful I am. So let's take a look at this. This is Dax Self Proclaimed. I'm trying to get to all these requests as quickly as I can, but I'm only human, so you'll just have to be patient with me. Let me run that back. Wait a minute. I am the greatest, and I'll keep on saying it until we both believe it. Ha! Dax. Okay. Oops. You know, one of the things that I have said more than once, but I think it bears repeating, is that everything that you see in a video is deliberate. For example, the shirt that he's wearing. He chose to wear that shirt. He could have worn anything, but he chose to wear that. He chose to do this little basketball vignette. He could have done anything, but this is what he chose to do. So there has to be some meaning to it. I don't know if we can suss out what that is, but it's all very deliberate.
Round 3. Fight, fight, fight! Let's get it. They was in the attic trying to get it cracking. We was in the basement on your playlist for like half the fraction. Money making, we was caking cause of all the traction. Now they got me playing different places and I love the action. Good reaction, fan clapping, hear him whisper. Dax Savage, got talent, not average. Real simple, all practice. No Allen, all basket. Where they see me slicing through these rappers. Big numbers, all traffic. Pure magic, disappear them and spin backwards. Make them believe before they see. So Catholic, can't fathom. Black power is so tragic. Feed them all the madness and I don't care if it's too graphic. So panic, cause I'm spitting the truth. Confessions turn into lessons when I step in the booth. Conditioning black minds, hooping, telling to shoot. AAU, stole them and distracting the youth. I got through, changed me and I wasn't the same. College hooping on a budget, they was selling my name. So I changed it to Dax. Funny how they react when the name that you selling is no longer on your back. And in fact, it's a fact, you can read the contract. I was let go, didn't explode, it's a bomb threat. Didn't fold, fought back, ready for combat. So bold, how I finish absorbing the contact. Now I rap for reasons that are different than most. Not to flex for the gram every time that I post. Not to flex with these bands that my company grows, but to stretch and demand that the country grows a different breed. Those sick rappers still educated, what we need. Hook type pastor moving the masses when he read. Stage 3 master telling these children to believe that.
Don't take this the wrong way, but he sure has a good body. Don't know why that popped in my head.
Receive everything that you dream. I am no idol, at most was a fan, the best now my rivals. Eat when you can, this week I'm straight primal. Delete but you can, I'm here, I went viral. Best, that's my title, grab it, you silly rabbit. Hollywood can't get to me, man, I'm built to withstand fate cause I'm not plastic. Hey, cause I'm so maverick, different type tactics. Dax is so classic, Tupac would back it. Saw him in the dream, he said, here my son have it. Pen in the padding, glitz in the glamming. Gripped and I grabbed it, then started to imagine. Rocking the best fashion, living in a nice mansion. Woke up determined to chase what had just happened. 1/3 the reason now that I'm here rapping. Second is my fam, provide what we lack. And third is my God to speak and push passion. Round 3.
So Let's do that again, see if I can figure this out.
Round 3. Fight, fight, fight! Let's get it. They was in the attic trying to get it cracking. We was in the basement on your playlist for like half the fraction. Money making, we was caking cause of all the traction. Now they got me playing different places and I love the action. Good reaction, fan clapping, hear him whisper. Dax Savage, got talent, not average. Real simple, all practice. No Allen, all basket.
So apparently he played basketball one time, and he was pretty good. And he says it was because he practiced.
They see me slicing through these rappers, big numbers, all traffic, pure magic, disappear them and spin backwards, make them believe before they see, so Catholic, can't fathom, black power is so tragic, feed them all the madness and I don't care if it's too graphic, so panic, cause I'm spitting the truth, confessions turn into lessons when I step in the booth, conditioning black minds, hooping, telling to shoot,
Well, that's kind of interesting. Conditioning black minds, they've been telling to shoot. And he's on a basketball court. And yet, I think he's talking about guns. And how, I've never talked about this before on my channel, but I used to have a blog. And I did a lot of research for the articles that I wrote. And I did a 3-part series on how the Democrats destroyed the black family. And the centerpiece of that campaign, and this goes back so far, I mean, I don't know, I guess maybe, all right, well, I'll just get into it. Before the Civil War, we had slavery. After the Civil War, we had oppression of the blacks. And this was all done by Southern Democrats. Now, I know the old baloney about how the parties change, but leopards don't change their spots, okay? So don't even get with me on that because you're going to lose that argument. But the Southern Democrats fought tooth and nail to keep the blacks under their thumb. They fought hard to prevent them from getting guns, and saying that they weren't covered by the Second Amendment. And the reason they did that was because they wanted the ability to kill them at will without threat, without the risk of themselves being shot. You can read about this in Clarence Thomas's commentary in one of the gun cases. I can't remember which one it is now off the top of my head, but he goes into great detail about how blacks were oppressed in the South and how they had their guns taken away. They weren't allowed to have guns, and the reason why they weren't was so that the whites could slaughter them at will. But all of this is history, okay? And the Republican Party was the party that promoted and passed the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments. Look it up on Wikipedia if you don't believe me. There were some Republicans that voted against it, but there was a large number of Democrats who voted against it. And then, as time went by, they tried poll taxes and lots of different things to keep blacks down. All very disgusting. But eventually, they got around to the point where they realized, we're not going to win this battle. The nation has changed. People are starting to look at black people as human beings now. So we have to change our tactic. So then LBJ comes along, and a Republican Congress passes the Civil Rights Bill, which was not the first one. There were several before that. But this one is the most famous one, and LBJ took credit for it. And he famously said, "I'll have those N-words voting for us for 100 years. Now, historians still argue about whether or not he actually said that. And, whether he did or not is not really relevant, because the fact is that he created the Great Society, quote unquote, which by law removed fathers from the black homes. From all homes, really, of poor people, but it was directed towards the blacks. And here's something else, too. The woman that's behind abortion in this country originally promoted the idea of abortion because it would get rid of black people. All of this is fact. You can look it up for yourself. You don't have to take my word for it. And I'm not going to go here and give you all sorts of stuff. This is extemporaneous on my part, okay? But it's fact. Well known, well documented. Look it up. Margaret Sanger was her name. She wanted to have abortion so that they could get rid of blacks. And, it's interesting. If you look at where the abortion clinics are located, they're primarily located in black predominant neighborhoods. You can look that up too. And if you think about another thing, since 1960, the black population as a percentage of the United States population has been stagnant, has not changed. That's because black women aborted 50% of the babies that they had. 50%. I'm getting way off the subject now. Let's get back to the video. I think he's talking about shooting guns here is what he's talking about. But it's a double entendre because he's shooting basketballs while he's talking about shooting guns.
You stole them and distracting the youth. I got through, changed me and I wasn't the same. College hooping on a budget, they was selling my name. So I changed it to Dax. Funny how they react when the name that you selling is no longer on.
So this has me wondering if Newman was the college that he went to. And what he's talking about is a common complaint of college athletes is that the colleges profited off of their names and they weren't allowed to. Of course, that's changed now with NIL. But at that time, at the time that he would have been playing, that was the reality. You went to college to play a sport, and the college profited off of you playing that sport, and you didn't. And that was not fair.
Back, and in fact, it's a fact. You can read the contract. I was let go, didn't explode. It's a bomb threat. Didn't fold, fought back, ready for combat. So bold, how I finished absorbing the contact. Now I rap for reasons that are different than most. Not to flex for the gram every time that I post. Not to flex with these bands that my company grows, but to stretch and demand that the country grows a different breed. Those sick rappers still educate.
Demand that the country grow. Yeah, that's what he's doing.
What we need, hook type pastor moving the masses when he read. Stage street master telling these children to believe and receive everything that you dream. I am no idol, at most was a fan, the best now my rivals. Eat when you can this week, I'm straight primal. Delete but you can, I'm here, I went viral. Best, that's my title, grab it, you silly rabbit. Hollywood can't get to me, man, I'm built to withstand fate cause I'm.
Hollywood can't get to me. And yet he signed a contract with Sony. That I'll never understand.
Not plastic, hey, cause I'm so maverick. Different type tactics, Dax is so classic. Tupac would back it. Some in the dream he said, here my son had.
Dax is so classic, Tupac would back it. Huh. Interesting.
Pen in the padding, glitz in the glamming, gripped and I grabbed it, then started to imagine rocking the best fashion, living in a nice mansion. Woke up determined to change.
Now I'm wondering if these are actually videos of him playing.
What it just happened. 1/3 the reason now that I'm here rapping. Second is my fan provide what we lack, and third is my God to speak and push passion.
Hold it.
Hey,
Go back,
question for you. You ever seen those people at the coffee shop? The ones that just sit there in the middle of the week, sipping their coffee.
I hate these ads. I wish YouTube didn't have ads. Okay,
The hook, take the word need and turn it into a want. I want someone to call my own. Heart face emojis all in my phone. Someone who cares and someone who listens, that I can talk to and I can live with. I want a house somewhere on a beach, a 6-figure job. My life must look good on IG,
Okay.
cause I need everyone to believe.
We've gone on to something else now. Let me see if I can get back to it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I want to hear that end again. Right down here.
In a nice mansion, woke up determined to chase what it just happened. 1/3 the reason now that I'm here rapping. Second is my fan provide what we lack, and third is my God
Whoa, back again.
and provide what we lack, and third the reason now that I'm here rapping. Determined to chase what it just happened. 1/3 the reason now that I'm here rapping. Second is my fan provide what we lack, and third is my God to speak and push passion.
I'm gonna have to look up the lyrics for this one. I don't know if he says my God or he says my job. Let me try this again.
Now that I'm here rapping, second is my fan provide what we lack, and third is my God to speak and push passion.
My God to speak and push passion. Huh. Well, that's definitely what his goal in life is to promote God. Which is why I love Dax so much. We need more people, more Christians to be public Christians, to be outspoken and to not be ashamed of their faith and not be afraid to speak the truth to all of the evil that's going on in the world nowadays. Well, that was an interesting one. I'm going to have to go look up the lyrics to see what he says exactly on some of that stuff. But I like that video. I think it's, yeah, this is 6 years ago, so this must be one of his earlier ones. And he's singing about how he made the transition from a college athlete to a rapper. I want to thank you for asking me to listen to this one. I've got a long list of requests and I'll get to them as quickly as I can. But I want to thank each and every one of you that comes to my channel for asking for things, for requesting things. It shows that you care. And I care too, and I pray for each of you that you'll live an abundant life, that you'll be healthy, and that you'll live a long life, and that God will keep you safe from harm. And I also pray, excuse me, that He'll do the same for every person that you love. And I pray that you will be anxious for nothing, but in all things, through prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, you will make your requests known to God. And the peace that passes all understanding will keep your heart and mind in Christ Jesus. This is the Vietnam Era Vet, out.